Hello, this is Tim McCoy from Henry Clay High School. I'm also a Fayette County Public Schools Lighthouse teacher for mathematics. I'm here today to try to help us a little bit with, getting to assignments on enVision. Hopefully we know how to sign in now, and go to Google, and we've clicked on Easy Bridge and signed in, and we should have a screen that looks something like this. Yours may look just a little bit different than mine, but over here on the left is a browse. That's basically your online textbook. You can go in there and look at things and read the text, and so it's all there for you. But let's take a look at assignments. So I could click on classes. Obviously you won't have this many because this is mine, but I click on there. Now here's the thing, this is my view, this is the teacher's view. I could show you a little bit more what the student looks like, but it'll be similar to this setup. I can't actually click on that assignment by students because it'd be a violation of HIPAA rules, to show students' names, who's in the class, this, that. I can't do that. But anyway, the only difference is that in yours, in the students, here it will have an assignment status, which will say either not started, in progress, or complete. And that's pretty self-explanatory. If you haven't started, and right now everybody's will be not started because class hasn't started. But and then the complete, once you get done, it's there. And then there's actually the due date is over here to the right for theirs, and it tells when an assignment's due. And here is a place for overall grade. It will give a percentage grade on what they did on the assignment. I just wanted to mention that interactive student edition, realized reader, this is basically, and you see this assignment's got a little book. This one it's a combination of your textbook and the workbook that we send home. And so kind of combines those together. And, some teachers will assign this, some won't. I normally do. It just helps. I try to get ahead of, try to flip the classroom a little bit, get them a chance to look at the assignments and read ahead. But we're here to look at Excel and practice. Now in the Math Excel for practice, so I'm going to go in, and again, mine will, yours won't show this, but basically once that you click on yours in the student view, it's going to come up and it's going to give you this. Okay. And so again, you just, click on there and it'll take you to the assignment. In this case, 1-1 Math Excel for school practice and problem solving, McCoy 21. Yours may not say that according to a different teacher, but I put McCoy, and the numbers mean something because I may have 2 or 3 versions of an assignment for different classes, different students. But anyway, so we hit start and we go in, we're in here. And one of the things I'd like to mention first off is the question helps. So once I read the question, I can hit the drop box here, and it gives me, there may be a video that talks about what's going on, but I will be honest, when you only have these choices, sometimes they're not the best. But I will give you an example of one here just a little bit that really has some good stuff in there. All right, so anyway, let's say that that I go here, excuse me, I go here and I'm just, it's D. So I click on there, I check my answer down here, and I was wrong. But the thing is, it's not only going to tell me that I'm incorrect, but it's kind of giving me a hint of what I might need to do or what I could do to, try to help solve the thing. And it's telling me to graph the equation and use the graph of what's happening of, x equals 4. All right. So, I'm not done. I haven't turned it in. I haven't, went on to the next question. But, let's say I'll take a look at that, y equals -1/2 x plus 2. Here's the graph of it. And, I don't want to get into a lot of things, but basically if the function is positive, it's above the x-axis. If it's negative, it's below the x-axis. So when it hits the x-axis or at the 0 or or the x-intercept, whatever you want to call it, the value of the function is 0, which is neither positive or negative. So, so, you know, I go back and I look, and so let's see here, there's a 0 because the function is changing from negative to positive. If I look at that graph, I see it's changing from positive to negative at x equals 4. And so then I hit the final check. Well done, yay, we got it right. Now, if we would have missed it again and it said final check, then this particular one is just a try again. So you're going to try the problem again. Now, sometimes when they're working out problems, you'll have them and it'll say try a similar problem. So you missed it, it'll ask you to try a similar problem. All they'll do, they'll give you basically the same question, just change the numbers. Also, when you get it correct, it will show a green check mark. That means you got the answer correct. Some questions have different parts, and say it's got 4 parts, you got 3 of them right, it's going to give you a little mixture here of a green check mark slash with an X, a red X, and that just means you got part of it right, part of it you didn't. And again, you can go back and try these or try a similar question, change the numbers. You can keep going over and over until you get something right. Now, again, this is only on the Excels. You can't do that on quizzes or tests or that type of thing. But again, I wanted to show you that other drop box. So let's switch here to question 7. A little bit different question. It's talking about again, it's positive and negative, but the graph's a little bit different. And I can go here to question help, and here I have found these 2 here now are the 2 that I really like. Help me solve this. If you don't have a clue, or you're just like, man, I don't get this at all, it'll go in and it'll take you step by step through the problem, and make you work out different parts as you go. Or you can view an example of it. Okay, so they give you a graph, and so first determine how to know the function is positive or negative, and they'll talk about that. And then you just hit continue, and you can read and look at it and work through the problem again. And it helps you. You don't have to actually work all the parts out, but it's just giving you the steps on how that you would solve the problem. And then once that you get that done, you close, and then you go in and answer the question that you have. Now, once that we've answered all the questions in the assignment and we're satisfied with them, hopefully we've got them all right, you just hit review progress. And again, and it shows us the status of the question. We answered this one, we haven't answered any of these. All right. So, we haven't answered those, but I'm going to go ahead and submit my work. And when I submit, it tells me my score. I got 1 out of 14, 7%. And then below that, it tells, it shows me which questions I got right and which ones I got wrong. It also mentions some topics that I may, I need some more practice with. And so, that's going to go in there. And it just, some things that I might need to look at. But I wanted to mention there, on that extra practice, because once that you do one of these problems, it will give you, the computer program will automatically generate an additional practice. Now, it's according to your teacher, your individual teacher, whether or not that additional practice assignment that comes up, and it has like little staircases, on the little circle here, it has little staircases. And the teacher may decide that they want you to do that for extra credit, or they may say that's part of your assignment, you have to do that. And basically it's just, it can be either remediation. Let's say, you had a hard time with that section, and it'll give you some problems to do, maybe give you some extra examples, and you'll have to go through and do it. Or let's say that you burn it up, you got 100%. And it gives you an additional practice. Why do I need additional practice? I got 100%. Well, if you got 100%, it may give you something that's called, just an extension or an enrichment. It's trying to take you to take the concept a little bit deeper, trying to go a little bit farther. Okay. But again, when you get into those, that'll be according to the individual teacher, how that they treat that additional assignment. They may, it might be, you don't get anything for it. They're not going to be, concerned with it. But I have found that the people that go back and do the additional, they do the additional work that the computer has assigned for them. They're usually the people that, score at the top of the class. So, that's an individual, that may be an individual thing. It may just be something, hey, I got to get that done. I want to make sure I get this. But I hope that helps, and best of luck. And remember, we're all in this, and we're trying to figure everything out as we go. And so be patient. But if you have questions, ask questions of your teachers, ask questions of the administrators. And best of luck in 2021. Good luck.